Hey guys, so today's workout's gonna be ab focused. You will be needing a mini ball for today as well as a light set of dumbbells. I'm using 5 pounds and that's gonna be perfect. And we'll do a few full body moves weaved in there, but otherwise it's just abs. And we're gonna be doing a warm up and a cool down for this one. You guys can put in the comments if you prefer it with or prefer it without. Let me know. I'm still learning here, still trying to figure out my groove with this. So, all right, let's get started. Walkouts. And I like to be barefoot personally. I like the feel of being able to spread those toes out, especially for that balance work. So standing up nice and tall, nice proud chest. We're gonna slowly roll down the front of those legs, nice stretch, and walk it out. Extra credit, add that push up in, and walk it back. And roll it up. Again. All the way down, nice stretch, walk it out. Try to get a little stronger each time through. I really focus on pushing through those palms, activating that chest. And I always add a little shoulder roll. You can get creative here, add more to it. Nice push up. Pull those abs in. And roll it up. Again, let's get 4 more just like this. Nice. Pull those abs in. And roll it up. Last 3. Abs in. Nice and strong through that chest. Last 2. And if you need a little less, you can make more of a squatted stance to walk it out if you've got really tight hips or hamstrings. Nice job. 2 more. But the last one, we're not gonna walk all the way up for it. So walk it back. Roll it up. So last one right here, whenever you come into plank, I'm gonna have you stay there. So from here, if you need to modify a little bit, you can come down to those knees. You can also be on those toes and come down to those forearms, especially if you have sensitive wrists. You just wanna make sure your hips aren't up too high and you don't want them sagging down. You want them level. I'm not gonna keep you here too long, just like a minute. You don't want those hips coming up here. So this is down dog. Don't do that. You want them level. Abs in. I try and kind of tuck under. You might not even be able to tell I'm doing it. But if I relax, my butt's kind of up like that. And if I come in with that pelvic tilt, I can feel those abs much more intensely. Keep going. Give me 10 seconds. 8, 7, 6. Squeeze those legs. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Down dog. Down dog knee taps. So you're just gonna take those down abs or knees down to the mat, pulling that belly button in, and then right into that stretch, that down dog. Abs in and lengthen. Nice job. Nice, good activation here. Give me 3, 2, last one. Drop down to those knees. So for this one, I'm gonna have you guys doing oldie but goodie. Don't mind me and my microphone. So all we're gonna do is shoulder tap. If you can, I want you to keep your knees up. And if you can't, no big deal. We'll just have you lifting those knees. So it'll look like this, hands down, and we're gonna lift up and come back. So you're almost making a little C shape, tucking under, coming up with those knees. If that's easy for you, you're gonna keep those knees floating so they're not even touching the mat here, and we're gonna shoulder tap. Abs in. Total of 20 here, and we're already halfway. Okay, so otherwise you're just lifting and lowering those knees. Instead of hovering them up the entire time, you'll lift and lower, no shoulder tap. 4 more. 3, 2, and last one. Drop down to those knees. We're gonna tuck those toes under here versus those feet being flat or the tops of your feet being on your mat. You're tucking toes under. We're gonna rock hips back. And then seesaw in that push-up. Just 10 here. Abs in. If going all the way down is too much, you can just make it a partial. So just go down a little ways, focusing on that 90 degree with those elbows. Keeping those arms tucked, trying not to let them flail out too much. 3 more. 2. And last one. Nice job. Okay, so back into that plank. If this is too much, what you'll do is you'll tap back and then tuck forward, okay? So you're gonna tap that foot kind of off to the side a little bit. So instead of going straight back, you're gonna tap to the side, and then you're gonna come in right knee to right elbow. Okay, if this is easy for you, all you're gonna be doing is the exact same thing, except you're gonna be doing it from plank. So this leg's gonna be hanging out. I'm gonna tap across and then tuck in. Tap across. Exhale as you bring that knee in towards that elbow. Just a total of 10 here, so we're already almost to that halfway point. Exhaling, give me 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Nice job. Back into that child's pose, prayer pose. Tuck those toes under. 10 push-ups here. Abs in. 7 here. Last 5. 4. 3 more. Keep those abs engaged. 90 degree with those arms. Last 2. And last one. Okay, same thing as before. So if you were using that modification, you're gonna tap that foot across and then take left knee to left elbow. Tap across, left knee to left elbow. Okay, if that's easy, you know where you're going. Out with that ankle or that leg, cross over and tuck. Tap across. Exhale in with that knee. Utilizing that. Exhale wherever you're exerting the most effort. Just give me 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Nice job. Drop down to those knees. And we're going back to that down dog. Down dog here. Alternating lunges. So you're gonna step forward with that foot. Nice lunge. Take it back and switch. Abs to step forward. Nice stretch as you take it back. Modification, drop to those knees. Still focus on using your abs. As you step forward, use that core. And progressing as you get comfortable with that one and it's no longer the challenge. You want to push towards the challenge. Nice job. 4 more. 3, 2. Last, when you step forward, you're going to keep it there. Same hand as the foot that's forward up towards the sky. So nice twist here, opening towards that knee. So if you can't see your knee, switch sides. Slowly lower that hand, lowering that back knee. And I always keep my stance a little bit off to the side here. So I'll face you for this. We're gonna go off to the side versus right in front. So you can definitely do it this way if it's more comfortable, but otherwise off to the side, we're gonna reach for the sky, hands come down, and we're gonna kick. So stepping it forward, we're gonna reach, hands come down, kick. Abs forward, and that booty back. Keep going, give me 5 more just like this. 4, in 3, but no sudden movement, okay? Don't change positionings here. 2, and last one. Okay, so the foot that's lunging forward is gonna continue lunging forward. We're going back really similar to that move we were doing where we cross those ankles over, but instead of you just knee tucking or tapping that knee to the elbow, we're gonna go all the way forward. So it'll look like this. We're gonna tap across just like we were. We're gonna step it forward and come up. So you're gonna step, you're gonna tap, stack it, and then come upright. Take your time with the upright. There is a bit of balance here. Modification, coming down to that knee. Same thing, you're gonna tap forward. You're gonna come up. You can stay here, or you'll just have that transition period where you have that kneeling, you can get your bearings, and then stand. Okay, otherwise, 10 with me. We're gonna be in that plank. You're gonna tap back, tap forward, and come up. Go nice and slow for your first few. At least for me, it always takes me a couple just to feel like I've got my balance. Abs are working especially hard here. So if your balance is off, yes, there are a lot of moving parts, but the main thing is that core. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and last one. Nice job. Step it back, drop down to those knees. 10 of those active child pose push-ups. So tuck those toes under, rock those hips back, seesaw forward into it. And again, modification is just don't go down all the way. You can make it more of a partial push-up here. And you can also progress it making a real push-up from those toes. Keep going for 5, 4, 3, last round here, 2, last one, down dog. And now we're just gonna switch sides. So we're gonna step forward that other foot. Same hand as the foot that's forward up towards the side. Nice twist here. Slowly lower that hand, lowering that back ankle. And again, stepping forward. Again, I go off to the side here. I just like the transition of it. It's a little bit smoother. Your hands have plenty of room. But if you prefer, you can go right in front. I just kind of feel like it's crowded. Hard to find a placement for your hands. So I love the flow of it better. Now, if you want to make this more challenging or really just different, you can take away that in between. So you're lunging and then going right down with those palms. But if you are coming down with the palms, I think it's a lot smoother having this stance a little bit wider. 2 more. Last one. Okay, now sudden movements just like before. The foot that's lunging forward is going to be your lunging forward foot, lunging forward leg. Okay, so we're gonna square back off. Same thing as before. Modification is to keep that knee planted. Step back, come forward into that lunge. You can just stop here, or you'll transition into that upright for a moment, coming down. Now, maybe that means you cut a few reps out because it does take you a little extra time. That's fine, okay? We're just doing 10, so maybe doing 8, whatever you feel good about. Okay, so foot that's forward, back foot is gonna go straight into that half plank basically. We're gonna tap that ankle on top, step forward, and then that upright. So tap and upright. And again, I usually go pretty slow for my first few, just to get your bearings. Takes you, sometimes that mind-body connection takes you a moment, and that's okay. It's a journey, not a destination. Keep moving through. 3 more right here. Just using that core to step it forward. Quick little tap. Abs, lunge forward, dragging that knee in. Last one. Down dog. Walk your hands back to your feet. Roll it up. All right, basic balance work here. We're just gonna hinge forward. Most important, you just wanna keep that back flat. Chest is really proud, rolling those shoulders back. And we're just gonna hinge here. You can keep it shallow. You don't have to keep it super low through here, but if you can, do it. But if you have to compromise on your form to get to that progression, I wouldn't do it. I would rather you focus on form first, progression second. Remember to breathe through it. And also remember, not all of them are probably going to be cute. I've done these for many years, and I have days where I'm just a little bit off for whatever reason. And it's okay if they're not all perfect. Life is not perfect. You got to roll with the punches sometimes. So if you're having an off day, you can modify here by also using that back leg as a peg. So if you're still building, you can be right here. You just want to focus on the front leg doing as much of the stabilizing as possible, because the goal is to get you to progress past that. Nice job, last 2. And last one right here. Nice job, you guys. Okay, so we're going into abs. I am gonna start us off with just nice basic abs. Basic as far as if you've been to my classes, it's basic. And if you haven't been to my classes, then welcome. Welcome to the Sculptolates crew, because it is a fusion. So it's definitely not just Pilates, and it's definitely not just Sculpt. So we're gonna be going into bicycles to start us off with. Modification here is I want you to make sure your back is flat. So it's natural, your back wants to arch. So when you just kind of lay down, that back isn't completely against your mat because you're just naturally arching. I want you to fix that by tucking under with that pelvis. Your neighbor might look at you and not notice the difference, but you're gonna feel the difference, okay? So tucking under, keeping that back flat. We're gonna take those hands, stack them behind that head. Deep breath in. We're gonna exhale, taking right elbow to left knee, and then switch. Okay? Using that breath, you always wanna use that exhale wherever you feel like you're exerting the most effort. So wherever you're like, oof, this is a challenging part, use that exhale to power through. Now, most of you are probably progressing past and probably know exactly where we're going with this. So if this is easy for you, you're gonna come up into tabletop with those legs, okay? And we're gonna do the exact same thing. So the modification here is go higher with that extending leg, okay? So I'll start you with the modification. The modification is gonna be, see how that head leg is nice and high towards the ceiling? Okay? If you're like, okay, this is pretty easy, we're gonna go into the leg being lower, okay? So when you come into that twist, that leg is going lower, and that is going to make it more challenging. And you also want to make sure you guys don't yank the head forward. We're just here to support that head and neck, not to be using those hands to yank the head forward. We're just supporting the head and neck here. Okay, so 20 reps, 10 each side, alternating here, and then we'll move to the next part. First round's gonna be the slowest because I'm explaining it. So next round will be a lot faster. We won't be going as slow as we're going for this first round. All right, so hands stacked, deep breath in, twist across. Deep breath in at the bottom, and then exhale, wringing that air out as you twist in. And again, if you find that your back is arching or you're not in control here, modify. Just go a little bit higher with that extension. You don't have to go super low. Maybe you go low with one and then go medium with the other. And just play around with what works. Deep breath in, twist across. Last 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Bring those knees in. Quick little hug here. So you can just take recovery here if you want. I'm going to take you through active recovery. You know, rest is overrated, right? All right, but if you really need it here and you're still building on that endurance, this is the point to take it. All right, so nice and long, alternating single leg lower. So nice and long, point those toes. And we're just gonna lower and lift back up. I always like to think of my abs as being the lowering of that bridge. So your abs are utilizing all of that power to lift and lower those legs with control. I like to pull that knee in or leg towards my torso here just for a little extra hamstring stretch, but you don't have to do that. It gives a little break for those abs and it helps that hamstring stretch. If you want to make this more intense for your core, then don't worry about the hands. Just focus on that lower here. But like I said, it's active recovery here. This is your abs having a break, even though I guess we're still working hard, aren't we? Keep going. 3, 2, last one. Bring those knees in for a hug. Okay, so second round, bicycles, bicycle extensions. So I said bicycles because some of you may just stay with the bicycle, stay with the first move we did, and some of you will be progressing with me. This move is exactly the same, except I'm having you extend the leg. I'm just forcing you to hold that crunch a little bit longer. So same positioning, hands stacked, tabletop, and same thing, if you have your feet planted here, again, make sure you're tilting up, pelvis tilted, so that back's flat, but you'll twist, and then you're going to extend. So you're gonna be doing this alongside with us, okay? All right, otherwise, same thing. We're gonna twist, and then your only leg that you can straighten, you're gonna straighten. So we're gonna twist, and then straighten that leg. So again, go higher with the extension leg. The one that's being hovering, just go lift that leg up. So it'll look like this. Okay, so you'll have that leg higher. Okay, 20 alternating here. Again, you can tweak the reps if you need to. All right, twist and extension. Deep breath in, and then exhale, wringing that air out as you twist in and extend that leg. Try and get those legs as nice and long as possible, nice long stems there. Using that breath. 10 here. 9. 8. You should be starting to feel the burn. At least I am. 6 more. 5. And if not, buy some ankle weights. Last 3. 2. And last one right here. Beautiful job. Back to active recovery, single leg stretch. Nice and long. And again, if you want to make this more intense, take away this little hold I have going on. This is just a little extra stretch. Sometimes I prefer it, sometimes I don't, just depends. But again, make this workout yours. So if you need to tweak it a little bit here, adding some reps or taking some reps away, do it. This is your hour. I want you to get the most from it. 6 more. Last 4. Nice and controlled. Again, thinking about those abs, lifting and lowering. I always kind of picture like one of those bridges where they're lowering that bridge down, and you're doing that from the powerhouse, from those abs. Last one. Bring those knees in. Relax that head. Awesome, awesome job. So last thing we're gonna do is we're gonna do yogi bicycles. If you are keeping your feet flat, it's really similar to the last move we did, because you're just gonna straighten the leg, okay? Okay, but you're gonna twist across and the opposite leg is gonna go straight. So you're twisting over here to the right, and then that left leg goes up towards the sky. If you wanna make this a little more challenging, you can hold a dumbbell between those palms. So basically doing like a little pullover. I'm not going to, but you definitely can, okay? So if you're with me, both of those legs are up towards the ceiling. We're making almost like a prayer pose with those hands. And same thing, we're gonna twist, and then the opposite leg comes down. Alternating for 20. And same thing, if you feel like it's too intense or that back starting to arch and you can't control it, because again, I want that pelvic tilt, that back should be flush against the mat, then what you'll do is when you twist across, you're just gonna go a little ways. You don't have to go super far. And even if you were going all the way down at the beginning with those legs, sometimes that fatigue, you're still building on that endurance. And when that happens and you feel like your form is being compromised, just remember, form comes first, progression second. So modify a little bit. It prevents injuries. And I believe that form being perfect is going to make you so much stronger in the long run. Same thing, deep breath in as you exhale, wherever you're using the most effort. So I feel that intensity when I'm lowering that leg and lifting back up. And that's where you want to use that exhale to help you power through that move, power through that intensity. Deep breath in, nice and long. Exhale across. Keeping that belly button pulled in towards the spine. Almost there. I kind of wasn't counting. You guys are used to that, huh? I'll say 6 more maybe. Deep breath in, exhale across. Last 4. 3. 2. And last one right here. Nice job. Okay, so this is where we're gonna be utilizing the mini ball. We'll finish with a move that I wanted to use the light set of weights for. But like I said, we're not utilizing them very much, just a little bit. So you're gonna use your mini ball, and you're gonna put that mini ball at kind of like the base of your spine. It's preventing you from being able to come completely up, okay? Because if you come up, your ball's gonna roll off. So you kind of have it just, where it feels comfortable, but it's at the base of that spine. Modification here is to use those arms. So, and also if you have a vest on and you find these getting too intense, you can just take your vest off. I like it, but I'm used to it. So you're gonna use those arms. You're gonna lean back and exhale as you come forward. So we're keeping that chest proud, we're just leaning back and coming forward. If this is easy for you, you're gonna reach with those hands. You can also alternate here, so you have a little more intensity, but you still have the assistance of one of those arms pulling you forward, okay? So you're gonna lean and then exhale back up. Deep breath in, exhale up into that. Okay, we've got 20 like that. We'll have a quick little recovery and then we'll go into another round of 20, okay? I'm gonna add in a little bit of arm stuff in between as kind of your break. All right, okay, so arms out nice and long or right at the back of those legs. You got 20 here. Deep breath in as you exhale. Deep breath in, I mean, as, that didn't make any sense, did it? Deep breath in as you lean back and then exhale as you come up. Nice job. Try and keep those shoulders out from those ears. And you can also shorten the arm lever here. Or if you're having a lot of problems coming back up, I know it seems counterintuitive, but you can use weights. And those weights, although your arms are going to be getting a lot more work and those shoulders, it'll help drag you forward. 8 more, I'll say. 7, we're probably on like, what, like 58? Just kidding. Probably not that crazy, but we may be past 20 here. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, last one. Okay, so I'm just gonna go into some arm. I'm just gonna kind of set it so that the ball stays there. And I'm just gonna have you, might be a little bit easier if you see me from this angle. So we're gonna have those arms kind of like a static bicep curl or bicep hold. And I'm just gonna have you go out, forward, and then out to the side. Okay, and you can come a little bit more up so that those abs are getting recovery. Because if you lean far here, you can make it more intense for those abs, but keep in mind we're going into another round here. So leaning up far enough so those abs are getting recovery. Nice job. Just basically serving trays. So side and then front with that serving tray. Let's get 8 more here. 7, 6, 5, 4 more, 3, 2, nice, last one. Nice job. Okay, weights down, we're going back into another round with a progression. Okay, so if you felt like those are like plenty and you're like, oh my gosh, I was already dying, that is normal if you're just starting to build on the endurance of abs. So we've already done a lot of core, but if you need to modify, maybe that means doing less. So instead of doing 20 with us, do 10, and then you take that time to recover while the rest of us are finishing the round. Okay? All right, so reaching, we're gonna come back. We're gonna open up and then fly forward, okay? So this one, there's a little bit of momentum. I cheat a little bit. We all cheat a little bit with that sweep. Because when you come forward, you're kind of letting that momentum help drag you forward. So maybe try it out. And same thing, use those arms. You can be right here. You can pull the elbow back, okay? Or you can do shorter lever here. All right, 20. Come back into it, open up, and then right into that sit up basically. Open it up, exhale forward. 15 here. Arms in. Almost. Last 10. 9, 8, 7, 6 more, you got it. Recovery coming. 4, 3, 2, beautiful. Nice. We're going back into the arm. Same exact thing, that serving tray off to the side and then forward. And again, I'm gonna be more of an upright seated position here. So giving your abs that little bit of recovery. Not lazy, active recovery, shoulders back and down, abs in. And we're gonna go forward and out to the side. So when I say active, I mean your abs are engaged, right? They're engaged, they're not really pushing hard, they're just being engaged. So active recovery here, 10 more. 9, 8, 7, 6, nice job, 5 more. 4, and you could obviously go heavier here. 2 more, 2, and last one. Nice job, weights down. Last round here, hardest round in that I'm forcing you to hold that contraction a lot longer. So when you're down in those abs working hard, I'm gonna keep you there for a little bit longer. So again, same as before. And maybe that means maybe you do one of these and then one with us. So get that positioning back so that ball's in the right spot. You wanna be able to lean. So you're gonna come down, open. So we're coming down into it. You're gonna open up just like we did before, and then we're gonna sweep. I always call these half snow angels. So you got 20 of these. This is the last round. You got it. We've got a few more things we're tweaking in there, but last one with the progressions here. Okay, 20. Same thing as before. You can utilize an arm here and just do a little sweep overhead, keeping that shortened lever, bent arm here, okay? And then we'll go into our last round of those arms. Okay, 20 here, down, snow angel here. And again, you still get that little bit of momentum from sweeping those arms forward. 15 to go here. Really focus on pulling that belly button in and up. Just really contracted with that core. Pulling in with those abs. Especially where you're exerting a lot of effort. You want to focus on that form coming first. And when that is not something you can do in spite of focusing on it, I want you to modify or take some recovery. 8 more, I guess. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Nice job. Okay, back to that upright position. So I'm just kind of scooting back so you can be more in that upright, give those abs some active recovery. All right, 15 here. So 1, 2 is 1 rep, okay? All right, and the last thing will be more oblique focused, okay? It'll be quick obliques, alternating, oblique single side, and then we'll switch it up. All right, so upright, active recovery, abs in, out, in that front, and then side position. Nice job. 5 in, you've got 10 more here. 9, 8, active recovery. Keep that belly button pulled in towards the spine the whole time here. 6 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Nice job. Okay, so now we're going into obliques. Last couple moves. So just 10 each side, just like before. So, or well, I mean, it's less this time because it's just 10 each side. And then we'll do one more of 10, but we'll keep it to one side and then we'll repeat on the other side. And then we're gonna change it up, okay? But we will be going back to arms in between. Okay, all right. So we're going in obliques and you can add a dumbbell if you want to. I would say if you're gonna add 1, you should add 2 because you're gonna go out, reaching, out, reaching. I am not going to utilize my dumbbells for this because I'm gonna add my leg in. And for me with my vest and my ankle weights, I feel like it's plenty. And I prefer the control I have without adding the extra. But if you have a lighter weight, like 2s, 3s, it might be a good option, okay? But I only have 5s, that's the lightest that I have. All right, so same thing as before, utilizing that arm to kind of help you up. You're gonna lean back, and you can still utilize that leg extension and have that arm helping. Just like so. Reach it back, exhale forward, okay? If this is easy for you, you're just taking away the arm. No arm, just that extension. Let's go 20 alternating. Reach, deep breath in, nice and long. Exhale back to center. Deep breath in, nice and long. Exhale back to center. Keep it going. Almost at halfway point. 10 more right here. Last 10. 9. 8. 7. 6. Nice and long. 5. 4. 3. 2. And last one. Quick little recovery here, going back to arms, back to using those dumbbells. We're gonna be more shoulder focused here, okay? So same thing, I'm kind of going back against that ball, keeping myself in that upright, and we're just gonna go into a nice shoulder raise. The extra credit here, I'll turn so I'm facing you. The extra credit here is that you're gonna float one arm, okay? We just have 10 and then we go into the other side, but 10 is plenty, and you may even want to drop weight. For me, 5s are pretty intense here, which is good. You want to push yourself. Okay, we just have 10 on one side, 10 on the other side. The progression is, instead of both arms being up, the one that's not going to be working will just be hanging out beside you. You're going to go palm up, okay? So the palm is up towards the ceiling, and I'm just coming in to that ear and then right back to that shoulder and coming back in. So you've got 10 like that. So it'll look like this. We're gonna have those arms extended, palm down. Right hand's gonna have that dumbbell. We're gonna turn up with the right palm, up towards that ear. Okay, and then once we finish the 10 reps, that palm goes down, left palm goes up towards the sky. So the palm, or the arm that's reaching or moving is going to have the palm up, okay? All right. 10 here, and then right into the other side, modification, just dropping the side that's not working for you, okay? So out with those arms, right palm up, and 10, 9, abs in, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, palm down, left side, 10, 9, 8, abs in, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Okay, so last move with the ball being at the base of the spine here, okay? So getting that positioning again where that ball is kind of in that as comfortable of a spot as it can be. And we're just gonna reach out with the right arm and extend with the left. And then we're just gonna come in. So if you have your hands helping you, you're just kind of lifting that leg towards you and then reaching back. You can also keep your foot planted and then just do a little lift here, okay? We're gonna extend the leg and then twist in. You've got 10 here, just 10. So you're going out and then I'm coming in with that knee. 2, 3, 4, halfway already, you guys. Give me 5 more. 4, 3, 2, last one. And we're just gonna repeat that on the other side. I always really feel those hip flexors, especially if you have ankle weights on. And if these are too easy, just go buy some ankle weights. It'll fix that problem up. Go really light though. I'd say get like 2 pounds, so a pound each side. All right, last time here. Reach, exhale across. 5, 4, 3, 2, beautiful. That's it. Wasn't too bad, right? Okay, so I'm actually, well, I'm tempted. Well, let me see here. We could do that. So I am going to actually, I changed my mind. I'm gonna do one more move, but it's not gonna be a lot, okay? But for this round, I'm taking my ankle weights off, okay? You are welcome to keep them on, but for me, I can do it, but I feel like I'm on the verge of tweaking something when I do it with these, and we haven't done these in a while, so, and if you have, because my ankle weights aren't crazy, but they're 2.5 pounds each. So a total of 5 pounds, and I don't know, it can be intense. So, oh, there we go. Okay, so your mini ball is gonna be underneath that back. Okay, we're gonna straighten those legs. So you're having this nice arch shape with that back. But we're gonna lift into a crunch, so obviously that form will be corrected. You'll be making that C shape like this, okay? And then we're gonna lift those legs up. So you're coming down into it. We're gonna lift and then come up with those legs. So we're only gonna do 10 of them here. And then we'll go back to that arm, do another 10, and then finish with one more round of that arm. And we'll finish with maybe candle dippers if we have time. Okay, so 10, back to that arm move, then come back, another 10, arm move. Okay, underneath that back, if this is too intense, you can be right here. You can have it between those shoulder blades. You can crunch up, and you can either tuck a knee, okay, or you can straight leg lift. Okay, so you'll do a little crunch. And again, if that's still not comfortable, you can go higher between those shoulder blades. So go higher up more between those shoulder blades, or you're gonna follow along with me, and I'm going really at the like mid back to lower back, arching that back. So you only have 10 reps though here. And you can definitely take your vest off for this too, if it's too much. So stacking those hands, support that head. Deep breath in, exhale up, lift those legs. Just 10. You want to make sure it's nice and controlled. So if you find that you're coming up and then flying back down, I want you to modify. I want you nice and controlled. Deep breath in, exhale up, control it back down. You have shoulders after this, so your abs will get a nice, good recovery. You really definitely feel the abs here. Last 4. Deep breath in. I am letting that belly button or my belly expand with air, taking a quick pause. Exhale up and lift. Try not to pull that head forward. I can feel myself doing that. Correcting that form when you can. 2 more. Last one. Beautiful job. Ball can go to the side here. All you're gonna focus on is that shoulder. However you're comfortable with these, you can do these kneeling. You can do them just seated, however you feel comfortable. Again, one arm can be dropped. Out to a T, right palm up, and 10, 9, 8, abs in, 7, 6, 5 more, 4, 3, 2, nice job. Right into the other side, palm down, left palm up for 10, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, nice. All right, weights down. Last round, just 10. Right into it, you know. So whatever you did for that last round, repeat. Abs in. Lift up, watching that chin and chest. Using that breath. And again, you're welcome to regress with those ankle weights. I felt like these were so hard last time I tried with ankle weights, which maybe I just need to do a lighter set for these. I think, what do we have, like 4 more? 3. If you have ankle weights on for these, you are a beast. And hats off to you. Oh. Last one. Oh, finish. Ooh, baby. I feel the burn with those. Okay. Last time with the shoulder, and this time I'm gonna have you come up onto your knees if you didn't do so for the last round, because it'll transition into candle dippers. Maybe 1 or 2, and then we'll do a quick stretch. It won't be very long like we normally do. Okay, back to those weights. Same thing as before. Modification is that one arm that's not working is dropped by your side. Right palm up. 2, 3, abs in. Halfway right here. Nice and strong with that arm. 4, 3, 2. Last one, palm down, left palm up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. There's extra credit, so don't drop. 3, 2. I know, don't do it, don't do it. Both palms up. 10, 9, 8, abs in. 7, 6, 5. Nice and controlled. 4 more. 3, 2, and last one. Nice job. All right. So candle dippers here. 1 or 2 rounds, we'll see. Okay, so right knee is planted, left leg is out. I'm trying to think if it's easier facing or if it's easier for you if I face away. So same thing as we normally do in class. I want you to pull those shoulders back. Chest is proud. Shoulders are back and down, but we're gonna start with a T position with those arms. Nice T position. And we're gonna tap and come back in. The most thing I want you to make sure is you're not going like this. That's cheating. We don't like cheating in here, right? Okay, so you're gonna keep that arm nice and frozen in this position. If this is easy, we're gonna make a ballerina arm and you're just gonna come down and exhale up, okay? Now, if you need modification or kind of like middle ground, what you can do is make half of a ballerina arm and half extended out. So it'll make it a little more intense, but kind of that middle ground. Okay, 15 here, just 15 here, okay? So either at a T, tap, or right here, okay? So you're leaning towards the knee. Whatever's kneeling, the opposite leg is straight, okay? All right, ballerina, pull those abs in. We're gonna lean and then exhale back up. Nice, proud chest. 10 here. 9. 8 more, you got it. Last 6, focus on that belly button being pulled in. And don't, if you need to modify also, you can go forward with those arms, more back to make it a little more intense. 4. 3 more. Almost. Last one right here. Nice job. We're gonna come down to that palm. I'm gonna have you extend that leg and then come out. This feels so easy without the ankle weights. Tuck in and out. So you're kicking straight in front of you and then extending back out. Kick and straight out. Nice job. 5 more. I'm really just giving you some recovery. 4, 3, 2, last one. This leg continues to face out. You're gonna turn towards your mat, okay? So you're just facing that mat, those hips are facing your mat, and that straight leg, we're just gonna lift and come back down. Modification or progression is to take the opposite arm away, or if you have wrist issues, you can drop down to those wrists. 10 more, or I mean forearms. You can drop down to the forearms if you need a little less. Did I say 4? I meant 10. Arms in, flexing that foot, give me 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, so you're just going back to that same placement. So I'm just gonna turn that leg, turn so I'm opened up towards you, hips are towards you. And then we're going right back into candle dippers. And then we'll just repeat this on the other side. Okay, like I said, I was only doing that to give you guys some recovery. Ballerina arms, 15 here. And then we'll just repeat that on the other side and wrap it up. Okay. Deep breath, exhale up. Use that breath, abs in, give me 10. Nice job. 9, 8, 7, abs in. And modification is to do half ballerina arm if you need just a little bit less. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Nice job. So we're just going into the other side just for the sake of time, okay? So skipping kind of that middle ground. And again, I was really just weaving it in so you had a little recovery. So 15 on this side, we go into that recovery move and then we'll do a quick stretch and you're done, okay? So nice, good form here. Ballerina arms or out to a T or half ballerina arm. 15. Deep breath, exhale up. Nice, just 10 here. You got it. 8, belly button pulled in towards the spine. 6, almost. 5, 4, 3, 2, nice. Okay, coming down into that side knee tuck. So you're gonna lift that leg, we're gonna come in, kick out, and then back. These feel so much easier without ankle weights on, I will tell you. Dare I say I missed them? Keep going, give me 10 more. Did we do 10 or 15 on that first side? I don't know. I'm thinking we did 15, but now I'm like, maybe we did 10. I think we did 10. Let's do 3 more then. 3, 2. Nice job, you guys. 1 for good measure. Okay, so then we're just gonna square off. So you're just gonna turn towards the mat and we're just gonna lift that leg. If you want a progression, opposite arm is taken away. 10 more right here. 8, 7, 6, 5 more. Abs engaged the whole time. And that's especially why I like to take away the opposite arm. 3, 2, beautiful. Back into that start position. I know, but you just have 15. You got it, you made it this far. Let's go, baby. Let's get wasted. All right, ballerina arms. Pull that belly button in. Whatever your mantra is, here's the place to use it. Finish strong. Deep breath in, exhale up. Nice. Give me 10 more. So good. Last 10. Nice and strong here. 8 more. Use that exhale. 6. Last 5. 4. 3. 2. And last one. Amazing job, you guys. Amazing job. So as always, these last minutes are yours. I'm just gonna start you off with some nice cat cows. Is it happy cow? Angry cat, happy cow. But just right into it, arching. Pressing those shoulder blades apart. And then just taking them together as we're looking up towards that ceiling. And feel free to speed this up or slow it down. Nice stretch on that core. Deep breath in, arching up. Nice job, you guys. Just 2 more like that. 1 more time. Try and take a good pause in each here. And using that exhale, letting those shoulder blades spread. Nice job. I'm actually just gonna do a little twist here and then we'll go into our normal kind of sequence. So just lifting right arm and then threading the needle here. Nice twist. Breathing in. And then as you exhale, just kind of twisting a little more into it. Nice job. 1 more deep breath in. And as you exhale, pressing back up. And going into that other side, just threading the needle here. Nice twist. Using that breath just to kind of deepen into that twist. Maybe reaching a little further. Nice job. 1 more good breath in. And as you exhale, pushing up onto those hands and knees, tucking those toes under. We're just going to go into that nice down dog, letting that head hang heavy, pedaling those heels, swaying those hips. Letting that head hang nice and heavy. Awesome, awesome job, you guys. Slowly lift that right leg all the way up, bending that leg at the top. Deep breath in, and as you exhale, we're just gonna step it forward, taking that back knee down to the mat, or you can float it if you wanna make it a little more intense. I personally like to rest that back knee and kind of nudge that front knee open. Awesome job. Slowly lower that hand, lowering that back knee, straightening that front leg. Couple ankle rolls if you want them. Awesome job. Lunging it forward, you can keep it right here, or you can reach that back ankle. And release whenever you're ready. Just a couple. So I'm gonna have you either hands planted if you don't like to worry about balance. Just depends. Our bodies are all so different how we handle stress and where we get tight. So for me, I like to just have those arms and just kind of sweep them. But if that kind of throws off your balance or you're not able to get as deep into a stretch because of you having to stabilize, then just keep those hands planted. Just a few more right here. 2. And last one. Whenever you come back to that straight leg, keep it there. And we're just gonna heel toe into that quick pigeon pose here. Just kind of settle in. If this one's intense, if you do have that mini ball, you can always place it kind of underneath that hip just to give you a little more control here. Or if you have a block, a yoga block would work great here, or even a weight or your tennis shoes. And then if you can come down onto those forearms. We're just gonna keep it here for a couple more breaths. And I always think of that inhale, just creating space, opening up those hips. And that exhale, just releasing any tension you might be holding on to from the day, just letting that go. Try and relax those shoulders. And whenever you're ready, but take your sweet time here, we're gonna come back up onto those palms and step back into that down dog. Back through pedaling those heels, swaying those hips, letting that head hang heavy. And whenever you're ready, slowly lift that left leg all the way up, bending that leg at the top. Deep breath in, and as you exhale, stepping it forward. And again, back knee can float or rest. I like the feeling of resting and kind of nudging that front knee open a little bit. Always feel that hip flexor. Slowly lower that hand, lowering that back knee, straightening that front leg. Couple ankle rolls here if you want them. Awesome job. Lunging it forward here, keeping it right here, reaching for that back ankle. Nice and gentle. Sometimes I kind of make a little stirring motion just to get the intensity and then ebb and flow away from that intensity. But whatever's hitting the spot. And release whenever you're ready. Straightening that front leg, hands planted or upright, up to you. And again, we're just gonna go through that flow of lunging and extension. I like the feel of that sweep. 2 more right here. Last one. Whenever you come back to that straight leg, we're gonna keep it there. Hands come back down. And from here, you're just gonna heel toe that foot all the way in. And if you used a prop, a ball, or a shoe, or a block underneath that hip, you'll repeat that here if you need it. And if it feels comfortable, coming down onto those forearms. And again, trying to just envision that inhale, bringing in light and opening up those hips. And that exhale, releasing any tension, relaxing that face, that jaw, those shoulders. Awesome job, you guys. One more good breath here. And whenever you're ready, back up onto those palms, stepping back into that down dog. And from here, you're either gonna walk your hands back or you can walk your feet forward. I always opt for feet forward, or you can hop it forward, whatever you feel like. And just a nice forward hang, grabbing onto those elbows, maybe interlacing those fingers, opening up that chest, maybe standing on those palms, maybe resting that chest on the top of those thighs. Just kind of sinking into whatever's hitting the spot for you. And whenever you're ready, you're just gonna let those arms hang. And on that next inhale, halfway up. And exhale back down.
One more time, halfway up, nice flat back here, and exhale back down. And on your next inhale, slowly come all the way up, sweeping those hands up towards the sky, and quick prayer pose. Awesome job, you guys. Awesome, awesome job. And as always, I'm up for requests. If there's something you're wanting to do, whether that be a body part you want to focus on, a piece of equipment that you would like to utilize at home, just put it in the comments or come to class and just let me know. I will always try to make those requests happen if I can. So, and otherwise, have a fabulous weekend, you guys.